Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Crescent chain. Now this is a really unique chain and it's sort of linked together in an interesting way. So I wanted to do a video on it just to kind of show you a very simple project that you can do, but also kind of show you how this chain is constructed. So I have actually separated a link here and I'm going to show you that in just a minute, but I want to kind of pick up the chain. Now this is the Crescent moon chain. And it has a really nice, just little sleek, kind of like slinky feel to it. And honestly, I just love even the chain just sort of as a nice little simple bracelet. It's just really, really fun and nice and sort of luxurious feeling. So the way this is constructed here, and let me kind of draw your attention down here towards the bottom. So I've separated out one of the links here. So I'm just going to kind of pick it up with my plier so you can really see it. That is sort of the front of the chain, so it has that nice little sort of three-dimensional look to it, and it's got a little loop there at the bottom. And then if I flip over on the back, you'll see that it has a little soldered sort of line that goes across the back there. So when you're looking at the chain, you're looking at it from the perspective of this is the front flap right here, and then as you can kind of see the side, you'll see that little hook there, and it's actually hooked on the back, so you can kind of see that they loop together, just like so. So we're going to actually kind of utilize the structure of the initial chain here to make a very simple pair of earrings. All right, so now that we kind of have gone over the chain, I am going to be using a couple pairs of chain nose pliers and a pair of flush cutters as well. So what I want to do is I just want to take the chain here, and I'm going to cut off, let's see, what did I do with my initial one here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm going to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on this 8th one here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plier and I'm just going to kind of bend it up. You see how I just did that? And now I'm going to take the little tiny tip of my chain nose pliers and kind of get it in there to remove that little loop that's attached to the top of my 7th one here. So this might be a little difficult because it's so nice and tight, and this is what you want actually. The chain is nice, it has a nice little structure, but you just kind of get your little plier in there and bend it out, and then you'll be able to release the chain. And you can actually close that back up and use this chain as well, so you're not actually cutting the chain, which is really nice. Okay, so now we have our chain like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little Swarovski crystal here. I just found this really pretty jet crystal. I wanted to go for the traditional black and gold here. And then I have a 5mm 21 gauge jump ring here. And I'm just going to slip it through the top of my crystal. And I'm actually going to go ahead and close that up. And this is before we've added it to the chain. So go ahead and make sure that you have a nice closure, because we don't want this one to slip out. There we go. Actually, you know what? I don't like this jump ring. Sometimes you get a not so awesome jump ring. So we're gonna try again here. There we go. And I'm gonna open it a little bit easier. There we are. Slip that on. Oops. Slip that on, make it stay. And now we're just gonna close that up. There we go. All right, that's a little bit more round of a jump ring. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the end of this chain, and just like I did before, I'm just going to kind of open up, and I'm going to actually reverse plier that just to kind of pry it open just a little bit. And I'm going to open my loop just a tad at the bottom. You see how I have that? All right, so now we're going to take our little jump ring and slide it onto the end there. And just go ahead and take your plier and just squeeze and let that sort of close naturally. There we go. And now this chain is nice and simple, so you can either use your pliers or your fingers. I'm just going to use my fingers, and I'm just going to close up that crescent moon. There we are. Okay, so you see how it's sort of attached there at the bottom. And now to the top, to make it really simple, I'm going to use one of my post earrings that has a little loop on the back, and the loop on the back of this actually is open, so it already has that nice little open jump ring style there. So now all I'm going to do is slip this on to the top and close that up. Little tiny loop. There we go. All right, so that is our finished earring, and then I like to add the bullet clutch with the little plastic piece around it. I think it just adds a nice little security when you're wearing it, because you definitely don't want to lose your earrings. But that's how easy it is to use this chain. And the reason I wanted to bring out the flush cutters is I wanted you to kind of see that what you could do. So this is sort of the top of the chain here. So let's say I wanted to actually come in here. I could cut off this center loop here just by using my flush cutters and kind of have a neat little different sort of V shape at the top. So I just kind of wanted you to see that, so that if you wanted to use that as sort of your end little link for something, you could definitely do that. So lots of fun things to do with this chain. I have another example here with a different Swarovski. This is that beautiful Majestic blue color. So if you're interested, we do have this in silver and gold. And this is a really fun chain to work with. Like I said, you can do a lot with it. You can actually put it end to end and kind of create a nice little scalloped look. It's a lot of fun to work with this chain. So this is the Crescent chain. And of course, we have all of these items for sale at beadaholique.com. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button below.